Like, why else? Let me just kind of put this in a chest and I can vent and then talk about game design. Like, why else would you be in a fortress? Under what circumstances would you be here in a nether fortress? Because, like, look, if it's other mobs and other drops that you get from other mobs, for example, I don't know, creeper, gunpowder. I mean, there's creepers at night on the surface. To survive, you have to kill them, right? And so you get the gunpowder. Zombies, skeletons, I mean, they're all found on the surface. They're natural threats, right? Whereas the nether, you have to purposely go to a nether. And then you have to purposely go into a nether fortress before you can even start to meet a wither skeleton. And why would you be in a nether fortress? I mean, for the nether wart? You only have to get the nether wart once. Do you come here for blazes? You only need to find what? Oh, there's a skeleton there. You only ever need to find one blaze spawner to get the blaze rods. And then, so the only other thing, like, there's no loot here. I don't know if there's loot in newer dungeons. There's no diamonds. There's no epic loot or of any sort. I mean, the only things you get are these, and then you have to grind for the wither skeletons. What I'm trying to say is, like, if you're in a cave looking for diamonds, you would kind of run into mobs naturally, and you have to kill them, right? Like, in the natural course of playing the game, you would come across these other mobs, and you would pick up their drops. Whereas the wither skeleton, you really have to purposely come down here to get them. Like, you have to go out of your way to grind. It's not like, you know, even with the like building the beacons, it takes, I don't know, hundreds. If you want the maximum size beacons, it takes well over 150 blocks, I think, of either iron or gold or diamonds to make the beacon. But you know, you get those resources over the course of playing the game. And I mean, if you use all your diamonds and iron, well, that's your choice, right? But as you play the game, you pick up those resources, and you don't have to get the hundreds of blocks straight away. I mean, if you don't have enough, then just make a weaker beacon. It's not like it's not gonna prevent you from making one. And I don't know. It's just I think it's bad design. I really do think it's bad design, or at least it's incomplete design, because like it's really just grinding. It's grinding and it's not fun. It's walking around the same place over and over again. I mean, these things are only found in nether fortresses, so you know, it's not like they're all over the nether. If they're all over the nether, then you might argue, okay, I'm here to get some glowstone, and you know, when quartz come out, okay, I'm here to get some quartz. I happen to get ambushed by some wither skeletons, so I kill them and I eventually pick up some skulls. I mean, if that happened, then you are, you know, over the natural course of playing the game, you are gathering these skulls. But it's not like that, right? They don't appear outside of this fortress. And there's nothing in the fortress for you to be here to get. Like there's no loot here. There's no other benefit for me to come down here. So it's really just I can't think of any good reason for doing this, for designing the game like this. And I mean, sometimes, you know, people design and not, you know, I like the guy. He's a pretty cool guy. But some of these old, and I'm kind of old as well, but some of us older gamers, like, we come from a time when games were difficult for no reason. And that's partly because, like, there weren't many games, and the games were made by like small teams of people or even individuals, and they were, you know, difficult to get your hands on, and like the gaming experience is not the same as it is now. Like now it's really mass entertainment. today's games. Back then, it was kind of this nerdy thing that a few people do, and you know, basically it was just kind of computer engineers and people who were into computers. Computers were hard to use, first of all, and so if you knew how to use a computer, that kind of meant you were kind of smart. You know, they weren't easy things to use. So the audience of video games and computer games were different back then. And if you have, okay, that wasn't smart. So if you have like a really difficult game with kind of really obscure mechanics, like people accepted that because the type of people who were into computers were like computer engineers. Oh crap. So you know, it's that type of people, but it's not like that these days. I mean, look at you guys playing Minecraft, you kids. Mostly kids. I mean, I'm not a kid, maybe you guys aren't the average Minecraft player because you're watching my videos. But, you know, a lot of kids play Minecraft. It's, you know, to ask kids to grind in a Nether fortress for hours to get, I don't think they've got it right. You know, I don't think they've got the target audience right. I don't think they've got the game design right. I don't think they have the game mechanic right. Like computer games are different these days. They really are. I mean, you have things like The Sims, Farmville, and you know, these aren't exactly good games. Wait, did I come here before? Oh, that matters. I think I did. I mean, I don't know if they're good games, but I know that they're successful. A lot of people buy them. Like the kind of people who play The Sims, you know, they're not hardcore gamers. They're pretty casual gamers. And I would say that people who play Minecraft are pretty casual players as well. I mean, I guess there's, you know, hardcore Minecraft mode, one life only, but that's not, you know, mostly it's children. And it's good that it's a children's game as well. I mean, it has the potential to be a really good educational game. You know, you get kids to learn about design, spatial design, resource management, and you know, things like that. I mean, there's a lot of educational potential, so it's a good game for kids to play. But this it doesn't fit. The grinding, the wither skeletons, like it just doesn't fit. And it doesn't achieve anything valuable, I don't think. Like the experience of coming down here for several hours, occasionally finding some wither skeletons, and then out of those occasionally getting a few heads. Like the experience of that is not rewarding. I'm not learning anything. I don't feel like I've, you know, achieved anything. It's not, you know, I don't gain any new understanding. I don't gain any new. I don't know. It's not. Well, I think I know. I think it's bad. That pretty much sums it up. This thing's gonna. Whoa. What should I do? Should I just run past him and not deal with him? He's underneath here. The last time we were in a situation like this, I was hitting that guy around a corner and then the wither skeleton came in from behind and killed me. That's when okay, that's not good. That's when I died last time. I don't know. I mean, have you guys went hunting for wither skeletons in survival? Like, have you guys tried doing this? Is this, did you find it fun? I'd be really surprised if anyone honestly thought that this was a fun game, like a fun part of the game. It's just, I mean, I like Notch, and I like Mojang, and I like Jeb. I think they're pretty smart guys and pretty cool guys. But I I think they're engineers. I don't think they're really psychologists. I'm not sure if they understand the human mind. Oh crap. I'm not sure if they understand the human mind and what people consider to be fun. I mean, I know they understand what they consider to be fun. Actually, no, I'm not sure they find this to be fun. Should we ask them? Like, should I call Jeb and ask him, hey, have you ever tried... Crap, I should stop. I should pay attention. Have you actually ever tried hunting for wither skeleton skulls? And do you think it's fun? Maybe we should ask him that, you know? Because this... I honestly find it difficult to believe that any of them has actually done this themselves. Tried looking for a... Okay, I'm gonna die. Yeah, I find it difficult to believe that any of them has actually done this. Tried looking for 3 wither skeleton skulls to spawn a wither. Because it's just problematic, it's just not... Crap. Okay, I survived. And lagging really bad. Well, okay. I mean that I don't really have anything. I mean I can keep venting and keep talking, but it'll just be the same thing over and over again. I don't really want to bore you guys. I don't know, have you guys tried this? Do you want to try this after seeing me do this? And I can assure you, you haven't seen the whole thing. I've cut out a lot of the time I spent walking around back and forth, killing things, occasionally getting killed like this. Like, have you guys tried this? Is this fun? Do you think it's fun? Have your friends done it? Do your friends think it's fun? Or like, do you have a better way of doing this? Somehow turning the Nether fortress into a mob trap that automates it? I can't think of how you do that. And you know, if it's not fun, if we agree that this is not the right way to do it, how would we do it? That's the question. Like, how would we make this better? We want the wither to be relatively difficult to summon. I mean, we don't want people to start playing Minecraft and then 2 hours later summon a wither. Or actually, is that a bad thing? Is it a bad thing if they get a Nether star relatively easily? I don't think... Actually, I don't think that's a problem. Because there's the other thing that limits your ability to construct a beacon, and that's your supply of iron or gold or diamonds. Because you need those blocks to make the beacon. Like, would you say that that is enough of a challenge to acquire those materials? And that these skulls should not be this difficult to find? I think there's merit in that. And the thing with the other half of the beacon, which is the minerals and the metals, the thing with that is, like, you don't need the whole thing, as I said earlier. You can start off with a small pyramid and get a small bonus, and then as you keep playing the game, you acquire more materials. Eventually you can afford... oh crap, I didn't have my weapons. Eventually you can afford more metals, and you make the second level of pyramid. And you get a better bonus, right? And then you keep playing the game, and then eventually you get enough materials to get the third level. Ah, it was on the other side. So, you know, with that, it's not like you have to do everything in one go. You can... you know, it's a gradual thing. As you play more, you earn better abilities. You know, as you add more to your beacons. And also, the beacons are so limited in range as well. I don't know exactly how big they are, but the radius of effect is less than 100 blocks, I think. And my courtyard is 200 blocks long. So if you think about that, one beacon doesn't actually help you very much at all. In fact, it doesn't help you at all. Like, it wouldn't even cover, it would barely cover the, no, it wouldn't even cover the crystal tower and the storage, because it's got a height limit as well. So it's a sphere, it's not just a footprint. So the beacon itself is so weak, but the things are so difficult to acquire. The only reason I'm trying to get one now is because I want it to look cool. I want to put one in the water temple, and then I want to put one later on in the mountain temple, just to make it look awesome. Because I don't even think the enchantments are really worth it, or the bonuses are really worth it. I don't know. I don't really agree with the design of this mechanic. Maybe it needs to be rebalanced. I actually think it needs to be rebalanced. Maybe I should just wait. I mean, they rebalanced the enchanting, and I found that a lot better. I think they need to rebalance this as well, the wither skeleton heads and the beacon. Make the beacon range a lot longer. I think